Hello, this is Not the End Crochet. Have you ever wondered how fast you can crochet? I have. And the way that I sort of increased my speed, first off, let me back up. Before I injured my hand, my back, I was pretty fast. At least medium fast. And what I've been doing lately is just concentrating on the basics of stitching and not really pushing myself to go any faster. But I used to clock myself. Back in the day, I used to clock myself when I first got comfortable with my style of crochet. And there are different variables to that. If your yarn is agreeable with your hook, how you're feeling that day, there's so many variables. I mean, you can't really pin it to one thing that will make you faster, because you can have the right hook and the right yarn and still just not feel up to it. And then too, if you push yourself, there's no guarantee that you won't run out of gas and slow down, because we're all human. But what I did was that I would clock myself on doing granny squares, and I got it down to doing I think it was 6-round granny square in 20 minutes. I think that's kind of fast. It was 20 minutes or was a half hour. Now when I was working on, what project was it? When I was working on revamping Larry's Afghan, I would clock myself. Now that was 8 rounds, so it probably was more like a half hour. And I knew I had to get that done, so determination also plays a role in it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you how I did it. Now this may or may not work for you, but I hope it helps. Now what I would do is that I would look at the wall clock. Well, that's not really accurate because you got to look back and forward to see if you don't run out of time. But on your laptop, you have a clock. Go down here, pull it up. There it is. Open it up. And since I'm just curious to see how many half double crochets I can do in a minute, this is the one I'm going to choose. There. Now, I'm going to allow myself that if my yarn snags or cutting the clock on and off, I'm going to allow myself, I say, a second. So, let's see what happens. Now, I can't hold it down so you can see it, because that'll slow me down. I found that slows me down. I have to hold everything to me. And here's what I'm working on. And it's just a straight row of half double crochets. And it's hooked underneath, so I don't have to worry about finding which loop to put it in. I'll just put it straight through that hole. Now, granted, with each stitch, the size of the stitch, it's going to take longer. The texture of the stitch is going to take longer. But for this exercise, we're just going to do just a regular half double crochet, okay? So I'm going to get started. I'm going to try to get pelican flew by. I'm going to try to get myself set up when I hit the button. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down. Ready? Pop. Try not to stop between stitches. That adds to your slow down also. Have your yarn where it comes out freely to you. Winding down here. That's the last one. Okay. Let's see. And here's what I've done during the minute. I had a slow start. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I did 16 half double crochets in 1 minute. Now, the thing is, I want to beat that. So, I have to try again, don't I? And we'll see if I beat it. I'm stopping in between. Can't help it. Concentrate on making the stitch, completing the stitch. Okay, I had to stop, so that's a second. Okay. See if I did better. I don't know. It looks like it's pretty much the same. And that just might be my speed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is my speed. 16 half double crochets a minute. Ooh, that could really add up. Let me pop this up here right quick. Okay. If I do 16 double crochets a minute, how many can I do in a half hour? Ooh, goodness. 480 half double crochets if I'm steady working. That's all right. Let's time that by 2. Wow. That means if I'm steady working, nothing's distracting me, and what do I call it? And my rhythm is good. And that's just the least. I mean, my hand and stuff still is an issue. Almost 1,000 half double crochets in an hour. That's pretty good. Oh boy, I wonder what it was before. But that's all you need. You need a timer, probably access to a calculator, And if you want to record yourself doing your speed, I have a phone hooked up showing everything. That's all right. Let's take this a step further. I know for a fact that it takes me 35. Oops. I know for a fact that it takes me 35 stitches across to make a row. So, if I'm working on this for an hour, how many rows can I do? Since in an hour I can do 960 stitches. Let's just divide this by 35. Wow. In an hour, I can complete, if I'm not bothered, not distracted, 27 rows. Almost, yeah, give or take, 27 rows. That means I should be finished in an hour. Because this is not going to be that big. Things like that are good to know. Okay, that's the last one. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, maybe I'm wrong about laying it down. I got one more stitch out of it. And I wasn't really going that fast. Let's think about that for a minute. But competing against myself, that's one sure way of increasing my speed. What's that? There's one video I did where I was filming myself crochet. I never seen myself crochet before. I was doing half double crochets. I was booking. Just steady, just doing it, boy. That was a long time ago. At least about 3 years ago. Things change. But this is a sure way to clock yourself doing crochet stitching. Hope this helps.